Welcome back to Euro Football Daily for the latest edition of Transfer Talk. We are well into the business end of the season, meaning clubs across the continent are racing to prepare for their busy summer of activity. Sure enough, there are some massive stories that you need to know about. We start in France, where the future of Lyon star Houssem Aouar is back in the headlines. The 22-year-old was the subject of much transfer debate last summer, with Arsenal pushing hard for his signature. But in the end, Aouar decided to spend another season in Ligue 1, while the Gunners plumped for Atletico's Thomas Partey. Unsurprisingly, interest hasn't cooled in the French international, and Juventus have become the latest side ready to test Lyon's resolve. According to Tuttosport, the old lady will be very active in the summer as they look to recover from their worst campaign in recent years. A creative midfielder is high on their wish list, and the report claims they will share an initial €40 million bid for Aouar. With 6 goals and 4 assists in 26 appearances this term, the Frenchman has continued to impress. This was always expected to be his last season at the Stade Olympique Lyonnais, but Juventus won't be the only club after him. Tuttosport also believe Liverpool have identified Aouar as an ideal replacement for Gini Wijnaldum, while PSG remain forever interested in weakening their domestic rivals. €40 million would be a bargain for a player of Aouar's calibre, so expect an intriguing bidding war to erupt across Europe should Juventus make the first move. Sadly for Lyon, their captain Memphis Depay looks likely to join Houssem Aouar in leaving the club. It's been known for a while that Depay wants to move on this summer, having refused any attempts to extend his deal. Should nothing change, the Dutchman will become one of the most enticing free agents in recent years. Reports all season have linked the 27-year-old with a move to Barcelona, where he would join his former national team manager Ronald Koeman. But it appears PSG are ready to disrupt the Dutch reunion in Catalonia. Diario Sport believe the French giants will go big for the former Manchester United star should efforts to extend Neymar and Kylian Mbappe's contracts at the Parc des Princes fall short. If a resolution can't be reached, then PSG will have plenty of cash to find a replacement. This could spell bad news for Barcelona, who are in no position to offer Depay a financial package on par with what Les Rouges et Bleus could present. However, after 4.5 years with Lyon, Depay might feel it's time for a change. So while the money could be tight, the chance to play for the Blaugrana in Spain is one few players ever turned down. For our headline story, we're at Arsenal, where the cries to sign Martin Ødegaard are permanently growing louder and louder. The Norwegian endured a slow start to life in North London, but has roared into action with recent goals against Olympiacos and Tottenham, plus a standout display in their thrilling draw with West Ham. After this game, Mikel Arteta was quick to compliment the 22-year-old, labelling him a leader on the pitch with a huge influence in the squad. Ødegaard either hasn't shied away from talking up Arsenal, telling BT Sport he felt at home with the Gunners from day one, plus reportedly angering his parent club Real Madrid by telling Norwegian network TV2 you never know what is going to happen when asked about his future. And after that West Ham display, the Mirror believes Arteta has made extending Ødegaard's stay at Arsenal a top priority, demanding the club do everything in their power to make that happen. But would Los Blancos let him go? According to Marca, probably not. The Spanish outlet labelled his move to London a return trip, with Madrid determined not to lose yet another promising youngster. However, Ødegaard's contract in the Spanish capital expires in 2023, which complicates the matter. Madrid might only sanction another loan if he agrees to an extension, while Marca believe they would ask for a hefty fee for any permanent deal. The Mirror claims the Gunners would prefer the long-term solution, but that could cost them well north of his €40 million valuation. But with finances tight and Los Merengues still having to fund the renovation of the Bernabeu, don't bet against Arsenal trying their luck. But Gunners fans, how much would you be willing to pay to make this move happen? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And now for a bit of managerial gossip that should concern every fan of German football. Earlier this month, it was announced that Die Mannschaft staple Joachim Löw will step down after the Euros following a massive 15 years in the job. This has left the German Football Federation scratching around to find a successor, but so far they've drawn a blank. Popular candidates Jurgen Klopp and Julian Nagelsmann have both ruled themselves out, turning their attention to Bayern Munich's Hansi Flick. Unlike the others, the 56-year-old has history of the national team, having spent over 8 years as Löw's assistant. Löw even recently told SB Nation that Flick had excellent qualifications for the role, boosting rumours that this was their man. However, tough-talking Bayern chairman Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has made it abundantly clear that Flick is going nowhere. As per a report in German newspaper Welt am Sonntag, Rummenigge outlined that their manager would not be leaving before the expiration of his contract in 2023 and had told the DFB any bid for Flick would not be welcome. And let's face it, considering everything the former Hoffenheim manager has achieved with De Roten, this isn't in the least bit surprising. So it appears that all of Germany's best coaches are content with their day jobs, meaning the DFB may have to start expanding their horizons. But who do you think would be best suited to that German job? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Sticking with managerial news, football Twitter burst into life at the revelation Xabi Alonso is on his way to Borussia Mönchenglabach. Yes, the former Liverpool, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid midfielder is set to take the reins at Die Fohlen, with current boss Marco Rose heading to Dortmund next term. As reported in Sky Sports Germany, Alonso will be leaving his post in charge of Real Sociedad B, where he's been manager since 2019. Even so, few would have seen this move coming. But a quick look at his resume and it's easy to see why they've plumped for the 114 cap Spaniard. Not only is Alonso a European and World Cup winner with Spain, he won 4 league titles and 2 Champions Leagues in his glittering career. He's also learnt from the very best, working under Benitez, Guardiola, Ancelotti and Vicente Del Bosque along the way. And his Sociedad side are hugely exciting, top of their league at the time of announcement, having deployed an attractive brand of attacking-based football. Gladbach have a knack for discovering excellent managerial talent, and there's every chance Alonso will be the next prodigy to thrive at Borussia Park. One of Xabi Alonso's first tasks at Borussia Mönchenglabach could be finding a replacement for Denis Zakaria. The Swiss international is no stranger to Euro transfer talk, having lit up the Bundesliga over the past few seasons with his all-action displays in midfield. A number of Europe's giants have been tracking the 24-year-old, but now Sky Sports claim that he has entered Manchester City's plans ahead of a busy summer of activity at the Etihad. According to the report, Zakaria joined Southampton's Danny Ings and Dortmund's Erling Haaland on the Sky Blues wish list, with a new left-back also mooted to join the quadruple chasers. City inquired after Zakaria last summer and had another chance to look at him in their recent Champions League clash. Evidently, they like what they see and will be buoyed by a recent report in Bild claiming the former young boy star has rejected a new contract with Die Fohlen. With that set to expire in 2022, Gladbach may have little choice but to sell up now. But there's a twist, as Bild also believe Liverpool are monitoring Zakaria, who has likened himself to French legend Patrick Vieira. And with his current value around £36 million, the midfielder could prove an intriguing battleground between the Premier League rivals as they look to assert dominance ahead of next season. But City fans, tell us in the comments what you think of this transfer. Finally, we bring you an update on the Cristiano Ronaldo situation, and it doesn't look good for Real Madrid. It was recently reported that CR7 wants a sensational return to the Spanish capital and has instructed his agent Jorge Mendes to start making inquiries. Unsurprisingly, Juventus moved quickly to quash this story, with the club's managing director Fabio Paratici calling the 36-year-old the future of the side. And now Paratici has doubled down on these comments, telling the media after their shock defeat to Benevento this weekend that they had decided to keep Ronaldo. The Italian added the forward was the best player in the world and we are holding on tight. In the same interview, Paratici also voiced his support for Andrea Pirlo, following rumours the 41-year-old was heading for the sack. So for now it appears Ronaldo's future remains in Turin, but after disaster in the Champions League, the Portuguese superstar will expect to see some drastic changes at the old lady come the summer. If not, this won't be the last we hear of this story. So that's it for Euro transfer talk. What do you think of any of these stories? Can you see any of these moves happening? You know what to do, let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you're liked and subscribed to the channel, and we'll see you next time.